Hello, this is to present the cyclone tolerant and flood tolerant housing initiative which has been taken in Sundarbans, West Bengal, jointly with Mukti, Kolkata Gives, and North American Bengali Associations and Cultural Association of Bengal. Last 2 years, Sundarban witnessed four different cyclones: Phoni, Bulbul, Amphan, and Yas. And most of the housing of Sundarbans was collapsed because of mostly was made by mud or semi-pakka, and those were not scientifically designed enough to hold or stand against the cyclone of 150 kilometers or more than that. And in addition to that, most of the houses are one storage. That's why those are not flood tolerant. If the 10 or 15 feet height waves or seawater comes in, it will be a big challenge for the dwellers to find their safe shelter. We thought we will find out a solution on it. Here are the few photos you might have seen through internet, especially at the time of or after the cyclone of Bulbul, Amphan, and so on. Another one photos which are showing completely demolished of the people houses over there in Sundarban. River embankment, the water flowing in. When we started thinking how to make a flood tolerant, cyclone tolerant, affordable housing, then we were analyzing and we found that we need minimum 2 rooms for a standard family and a sitting room, a kitchen. So we decided to go for 350 square feet of housing, and which will be cyclone tolerant enough with withstanding capacity of minimum of 150 km per hour cyclone or more than that. And if the 10 or 15 feet of water comes in, still the people no need to rush for the flood center or a safe zone. They can stay at their house if we can make 2 stories, one after above. And all these has to be very affordable. The people cannot afford more than 2 lakhs or 2.5 lakhs over there in Sundarbans. And we wanted to use most the locally available building materials. We engage architects, even an architect from France. He was working in another area of Sundarban, and they came out with multiple designs, and then we decided to go for the housings, which will be one room above the another room, and then the bottom room will be stronger enough, like a container, where the people at the time of cyclone can come down or may take shelter. And if the floods and water comes in, they can go upstairs and stay, so that at 10 to 15 feet of water, even the flow come in, so they can sustain. So this is the way we designed and we went for implementation. I'm going to implement one after one prototypes. Three prototypes we implemented, and we are going to now implement in large scale. So here is a single room, prototype 1, and here is another one prototype, is a double room. Here is another one prototype, is completely made of bamboos. Normally the northeast of India, they use these kind of structures. The prototype 1, before structures, that was kind of a design that it should looks like this, and we started building. The foundation inside is kind of a pakka, and it is stronger enough so that it can hold against the floodwater and the cyclone. Main features of this design is we put dome technology to make the casting, and it's well enough to hold the strength of the first floor, and from the top surface it will be plain, it will look like normal roof, but inside and the bottom, the plinth area, we put stronger pakka structures, and it's kind of a triangle tripod system, so from any angle, if the cyclone comes, it can hold. And here is the final things is looking, and the people started liking it. In the bottom there is a kind of a stronger structures from inside. There is a stair in the back. There is a good room on the top floor. We use mud, we use straw, thatch house, and we used even grass on the top layer, and a kitchen room inside. Here I am going to discuss another one prototype, which again started with a kind of a pakka or structures, but here we used kind of a cell roof. So the step 7, we are making cell, and the cell we are actually carrying on the top of the pakka wall, 5 or 6 cell, making a roof with a very low cost. And here are the pakka things. Look here, after this cell, it is exactly looking like a floor. And on the top of the floor, we made another one room with the tiles, and the tiles, there is a hold. We put some bricks on top of that so that it can hold the cyclone of 150 to 200. So this house, another one house which is kind of a pakka look, semi pakka look, and people started liking it. Here is the third prototype which we are talking, completely with the bamboos. We use the pakka structures inside, and then the bamboo structure on the top. We used local women, they are making the thatch panels, we train them. And the local carpenters, they are making the houses. And here even the stairs also made of bamboos. The bamboo structures went in, and that's the way we made. And the right hand side, this is the house is after finishing. After making all these 3 houses, we organized sessions with villagers, with the engineers and the architects who were there. There is interaction, and the conclusion was people started liking this. An important thing is that villagers, they think this house can be built with 2 to 2.5 lakhs very easily by themselves, and most of the local materials are being used, and the people are convinced it will withstand more than 150 to 200 kilometers of storm, And as you know, this is a second stores, so people no need to run for the flood center. When the flood will come, they can take shelter on the top. So here the people started liking in couple of photos for your help. Here again another one, the kind of a paka house. Here are the houses, couple of glimpses we wanted to give you how we made it. Here even the stairs also completely of kind of a concrete, and we use the ferro cement on it, and then it's a durable one. Here is our plan. We have taken the project to take it forward as villagers are liking. So we, in initial phases, we are trying to go for 200 housing to adopt this model, and we are going to subsidize or support 50,000 rupees plus architecting and engineering support to the villagers so that they can build it. Here is a kind of a cross breakup. That the way we are thinking to implement. 2.4 lakhs is the total expenses. Out of that, 1,75,000 for material, masons and skilled labor around 25,000, and the labor cost that will be 40,000. So, and we know the government housing scheme, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, now they are supporting almost 1.4, 1.5 lakhs in the villages. And then we are expecting in terms of labor and others, the owner will contribute something as the material are locals, and the labor mostly they can contribute from their home. And then the donor support. We are expecting a donor need to support around 50,000 per beneficiaries. In the bottom, we wanted to see that in addition how much fund we need for 200 housing. To support 200 villagers, we need 50,000 plus 200, so around 1 crore. And then we need architecting and programming supervision cost per housing. And then we definitely need is a big project to implement the management, training, promotions, accounting, and contagious various other expenses. So we need a support. Thank you very much. We are looking for your support for this cause. As you know, nowadays the cyclone is very frequent in Sundarbans, and we need to find out a housing solution together. We have come out with these 3 prototypes with the help of good architects. It was never an easy job, especially we have to make the flood tolerant, cyclone tolerant using local materials, and that too affordable 2 lakhs or 2.5 lakhs. It's very, very difficult task, which I have accomplished, and I am sure over the time it will be more mature, and Sundarban people will be getting a durable solutions for their housing. Thank you very much.